everybody? Back with you. I'm here with Sam Cielakie from Sweet N Sassy Barbeque in Fredericksburg.
How you doing?
I've been watching you guys on Facebook and following you guys for a while. You kill it on
Thanks,
social
man.
media. Absolutely
Thanks,
kill it.
Appreciate you.
I got to tell you, that impresses me as someone who's in the marketing business and who works in a lot of restaurants. There are so many that their social media presence is terrible.
Right.
And you guys kill it. You
Man,
do
we're
an excellent
trying.
job
We're
with
trying
that.
really hard. We let the food talk, so we try to get as many pictures as possible to make it happen.
Tons of pictures, great comment, got good content, got a really good voice to it.
Awesome.
It
Awesome.
feels like a person's talking to you, not just boring corporate posts and boring stuff like that. So I saw that and I was like, this is the guy that I want to talk to when I come down to Fredericksburg. So
Awesome.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you talking to me.
So I saw some of your story on your website and
Absolutely.
got it a little bit from you. How did you come to own a barbecue restaurant?
Well, you know, it's funny. Back in 2005, just some friends of mine just asked me if I knew how to cook a pig, and of course I didn't. But I said that I did, and long story short is we put a pig in the ground, and about 24 hours later, it was the most disgusting looking thing that ever came out of the ground. But you know, we learned, and that's kind of how we got started a little bit. And then it became a passion for me, and a passion not only for the culinary side of it, but also for developing sauces and rubs that can complement each protein and each meat we cook.
And to me, like, as a barbecue lover, the thing that stands out for me on barbecue is people that know the difference between a sauce and a rub,
Right,
and the
absolutely.
different situations to use them.
Absolutely, it's super important.
So what's your philosophy on that? What do you guys
Well, I
typically
mean,
put-
you know, the biggest deal is none of our products here at Sweet N Sassy, we do not sauce any of our products. They are all, I mean, because we want people to taste the meat. We always feel like people that hide behind sauce might be hiding for a certain reason. So we try really hard to make sure that we don't do anything. Now, we might put a small layer on our ribs or on top of our brisket before we slice it, but we only usually do that for the appearance. It's not so much for the flavor. So, you know, we use all of our own products. We don't use any commercial products outside of our own. And, you know, we've just learned how to make those products really work with what we're doing, and not only through competition that we do, but also through the restaurant industry. So it's just really exciting to be able to use your own stuff to make good product.
So that takes me to my next question. I know you did competition, you developed your own sauces and your own rubs. How did that happen?
You know, I just was really tired of using everything on the market. You know, it seemed like there was so much corn syrup and everything and stuff when you go cook barbecue chicken on the grill, and next thing you know, you have a charcoal brisket because the sugar's burned up. So I just wanted to learn how to develop the flavors that complemented the meat but didn't overpower it, and plus had all natural ingredients in it that would allow you to cook at a hotter temperature without having to, you know, compromise the integrity of the product that you were cooking. So that's how it kind of all started out. And so, you know, we started out with a couple of sauces, and then our rubs. You know, we have a Black Magic and we have our original rub, and our original is more of an all-purpose pork, chicken kind of a rub, and our Black Magic we developed solely for our brisket. So it's got a lot of espresso coffee and stuff in it, so it's pretty awesome.
That's how you know someone's paying attention. If they know that it's not all the same. And like a good average rub, you can put it on almost everything. But you really want to get the best out of your brisket, out of your pork, whatever. You got to have something that's really made for that particular thing.
You got it. You got it.
So tell us a little bit about your history doing the competitions. Like, that's a whole new world. I know people have seen it on TV or whatever, but before it was on TV, it was a whole world.
Absolutely, and you know what? I got to give a good shout out to my good friend Tuffy Stone down at Q Barbecue down in Richmond. I mean, I took his classes, his competition classes, and he really, if anybody gets a chance to be down in Richmond, Virginia, Q Barbecue, check him out. He's an awesome guy. You see him on pitmasters everywhere as a judge and a competitor, just a really great guy. Really, the professor of barbecue, knows everything. He taught me, you know, basically the difference between competition and what the public likes. It's a completely different animal. So, you know, so I mean, we just got into competitions just for fun, really just for time to be able to spend with my dad. And we didn't really get into it to make big bucks, because I can assure you it's like playing poker. You know, I mean, most of the time you end up losing.
Yeah.
So, and then the restaurant industry just kind of followed in when people tried our product and tasted it, they loved it, and we said, you know what, let's give this a shot.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about the food that you serve here. Obviously, you're a barbecue shop. You got all your rubs and everything. But...
Right. So, I mean, we've got everything from, we've got pork, we've got chicken, we've got ribs, we've got brisket, which is what we're known for. All of our products are cooked fresh daily. We don't hold products, as bad as that is. And I know a lot of people in the restaurant industry will absolutely go crazy. We've just learned how to make sure that we're cooking enough product for each day. So it's tough, it's challenging. Sometimes we disappoint our customers that they come late at night and we've run out of brisket or run out of product, but I'm only going to serve the absolute best here. You're not gonna. It's not like a chain restaurant where they're gonna always have something. You're gonna have the absolute best cooked every single day.
I've always said that I know barbecue place is good is if I go there after 5 o'clock and they don't have everything.
Right, absolutely.
Because it's a long process.
Absolutely.
There's a reason you cook it slow. It tastes better that way when you cook it slow.
Absolutely.
And it takes a long time. You can't just throw something in the microwave and be like, here you go.
No, you can't. And trying to get people, and true barbecue lovers, understand that it's a big process. And I mean, it may be disappointing for our customers, but we try really hard not to disappoint them too often, but if we do, we always try to make sure everybody leaves here happy. So if I have to give a free rack of ribs away the next day, then that's what we'll do to make somebody smile. So that's how we operate here.
But that's how you know good barbecue is because you can't have it all the time.
That's right.
They get to run out. Like if I come and somebody tells me, "Oh, we got plenty of that left," I'm like,
yeah, maybe
either it's not good or it's left over.
That's right.
Because the good stuff sells out, right?
That's exactly right.
So what's you mentioned the brisket. What are some most popular things you have here?
Brisket obviously is probably by far our most popular meat that we have. Again, certified Angus beef. It's smoked fresh daily. It smokes overnight, and then it's cut and sliced to order. Our pork is always good. We also have a new item on the menu now, which are smoked chicken wings, which are the best chicken wings I've ever in my life had. And it's not just because they're my wings. It's just the way that we handle and treat with the jumbo wings. It's just a great deal. We have pork tacos. We try to have our salads are unbelievable. If you come here, you're getting fresh avocado, fresh mozzarella. You're getting all kinds of fresh greens on top of this wonderful salad. So I mean, we have everything for everyone. And that's kind of what we like to do. We like people to come in these doors, and if they don't want barbecue, maybe they want a salad. If they don't want a salad, maybe they want tacos. And, we've got different stuff that we're trying out now, hopefully to be adding on in here soon. So we'll just keep rocking and rolling.
Awesome. So which one did you start with? Did you start with the beef, the brisket, and go into the ribs and the chicken, or was your first?
Well, probably pork, without a doubt. It's the easiest and the least likely thing to mess up. The barbecue, world is like the stock market. The meat prices are up and down daily. So we kind of try to make sure that we're not wasting a lot of product. But, ribs came right behind it. That's my favorite thing to cook even now in competition is ribs. And then brisket, I fell in love with brisket, and we've been able to do really well with brisket here. So really pleased and happy with that.
Brisket, to me, that's the hard one. That's the one that you
get.
It
is, man.
You get
it's so hard.
Anywhere else. Like I've never been to like a chain barbecue place or even like a one where they got a whole bunch of locations and had the brisket be like, there you go, you got your brisket right.
That's right.
Because you can't do that. You can't like mess around with.
No, brisket's you can't have a menu book in the back. All of our pitmasters that we have here working, no. They follow my recipe to a T. They have timers, alarms, clocks. I mean, we make sure that your product's going to be the same every single day, and that's what it's taken us a long time, but we figured it out. So
some of it's developing that eye and that sense of
Absolutely.
looking at it and going, okay,
Just
this
the
one's a little
feel.
bit different. This one's a
Absolutely.
little bit different than yesterday's.
That's right.
To get it right.
That's exactly right.
You can't just say, oh, it's always will be 16 hours.
Nope, that never happens that way.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
That's right.
So you've been here since, you told me earlier.
April of 2017 is when we first opened.
17, so not quite 2 years now. What are some of the lessons that you've learned, opening up?
Number one, I had no idea how successful the first day would have been. We opened at 11 o'clock. By 1:30, I was out of product. It was, and the line was out the door. Traffic was backed up. It was embarrassing to say the least. But I guess
it makes you feel good in a way.
It does make me feel good, but it also made me feel really bad. But people kept coming back, and they kept giving us a shot, even if they waited and waited and waited. And we ran out every single day for the first 2 months. I mean, it was awesome. I couldn't. The public around Spotsylvania County, and our citizens are so kind and generous, and they really care about the locals. So it's been really awesome. I've learned that having good employees is something that's important, because I care about my product, and that product's got my name on it. But when I'm not here, if my employees don't care as much as I do, then we often have a problem.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I mean, just one thing I tell anybody who's going to start a restaurant or barbecue business is talk to people. They want to talk, and you have your backyard barbecuers that will tell you what you need to do to make changes. But you know, you put a smile on your face and let these people know that you really care about them and you care about your product. And I think your product will speak for itself in the long run.
Well, I can tell you were very passionate about that, and I love seeing that.
Thanks, Mark. I do appreciate that.
What are the plans going forward for 2019?
You know, I mean, when you come here, a lot of people kind of get discouraged because they don't realize that we're kind of a takeout. We're one of the only barbecue restaurants in the state that has a drive-through, which is nice on a rainy day. You don't have to get out. But here, we're a takeout on the inside. We're possibly into plans of making some renovations inside, maybe to get some seating a little bit, you know, get our food truck out and about more often, do some different stuffs with that. Just continue the passion with barbecue and just putting the smell of smoke out in this neighborhood. So
there's nothing better than smell smoke.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing better. Like I turn into a cartoon character. You know how they float along on it.
That's
I
right.
turn into that when I smell smoke. I can track it down from miles away.
Yeah, that's right.
Miles away. And you offer catering, right?
We do offer catering.
What typically do you do for catering?
Well, myself, you know, of course, I graduated culinary school from Augusta Escoffier in Boulder, Colorado, and my other pitmaster in the back, he went to Lake Cordon Bleu, where he graduated from. So the best part about Sweet N Sassy is that if we don't just have to cater barbecue. I mean, that's what we do, but if people want anything that they can possibly think of, you know, we'll cater it and we'll make it happen. And we try to be as competitive in the pricing as we can. We are a small family-owned business, so you know, we can't necessarily compete with big people, but I promise you the one thing they will get is the best customer service around. So, you know, but yeah, full catering of anything. You just call in and give us an idea of what you want, and we'll make sure we get it taken care of.
Well, resumes like that, with those two places under culinary school, that should speak to you. If it doesn't, just Google them. Just Google them right now. The barbecue that you guys do and that on your resume, like, I would say, you know, call in for catering. I'll do that. Thank you so much for talking to me. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Really appreciate it, brother.
It's been a pleasure getting to learn a little bit more about your spot,
absolutely.
about the barbecue and how you handle it. You know, they got full service. Come get yourself some barbecue and some rub and take some barbecue home. I guarantee you're going to love it.
You're going to love it, I promise.
So come in and see Sam and everybody down here at Sweet N Sassy, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.
Thanks, guys.